Hello there, Taurus, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Mary Sue, and I'm so grateful that you're here. So today we're doing your weekly tarot. This is good for the week of January 24th through the 30th. So we'll take a look at the overall energies with the oracle cards, and then we'll move to the tarot for more details. And if you're enjoying the content that I create or resonating with the message, I'd really appreciate it if you would consider commenting, or subscribing. Okay, so let's get into your reading. Dragonfly Spirit, truth transcends illusion. It's also the number 22, master number. Very interesting because Capricorn had number 11, another master number. As the earth signs, my readings so far in 2022 have been over the top for the earth signs. Major changes, transformations for you. Skunk Spirit, know your worth. So, I just feel like truth transcends illusion. That means, seeing the truth. Almost, I'm getting a sense of, especially with the number 22, like, almost like you're, like the veil is being lifted. You're getting a peek at something. Is the message that I'm getting. So let's see what we have here. Victim mentality and your higher self. Okay, so victim mentality, is that sense of lack, feeling as if there's like no way out of a situation. And then the higher self, your higher self, that's listening to your heart. Kind of interesting because this is all ego, fear up in your head. This is in your heart space. So let's see where the tarot goes with this. Taurus, you've had, you've been working through some difficult energies, so let's see what we have coming up here. Queen of Cups, I love this. Okay, so the Queen of Cups, we're going to look at this a little bit deeper, but the Queen of Cups is a good energy. That's coming from your heart space, making sure that you're taking good care of yourself, giving to yourself before you give to others, filling up your own cup. It can sometimes be an energy of over-giving, so we will see, when we clarify. But sometimes, I'm only saying that because you have the victim mentality here. Have you overgiven? Is there a sense that you've overgiven? Let's see, Five of Wands. Yeah, that internal conflict, external conflict, just conflict, drama. I'm getting a sense that you've given a lot to a certain situation or relationship. It's almost like backfiring on you. That's how the feeling I'm getting. Okay, these two. Oh, wow. Okay, so here's your advice. The truth. See the truth in this situation. Knight of Swords and King of Swords. You could be dealing with the air sign. That's Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. It's interesting because Libra had Queen of Cups in this same position, present energy. It's this energy of seeing things the way that they really are. I'm also going to bring up that we have the King and the Knight. It could be, it doesn't mean this, we'll clarify, but I think it's interesting, both of these dropped out, that you could be dealing, this could be a like parent-child relationship. This could also be, like somebody that's over you or you're over somebody, like a conflict between a parent and a child, an employer and an employee, could be even, maybe like a legal matter or something like that. I'm saying that because Libra is justice. Lovers on the bottom. Yeah. If it's a romantic connection, I would say that this is very imbalanced, right? The king would always trump the Knight. And gender doesn't matter. It's just that one has more power over the other is the message that I'm getting. And with the Lovers on the bottom, I would just say that if this is a romantic connection, it's imbalanced. You know, one person in this relationship has more power than the other. And with the Swords energy, it's this energy of, it's all kind of, you know, being analyzed. You know, there's not like love here, right? It's kind of like more up in the head, analyzed, you know, I make more money than you, so I'm in charge, you know, when you older, right? I'm older than you, so I know better than you, you know, even if it's a romantic connection, something like that. And it's leaving somebody in this situation feeling like a victim, you know. It's kind of that a little bit of a bully energy that I'm getting, you know. I'm older, I'm wiser, I'm richer. So I have more power. Okay, and then the Page of Swords. Wow, lots of Swords energy. Seven of Pentacles, you put a lot of time and energy into this. Yeah, the Emperor. Somebody is here trying to control. But there's the Star energy. It can be healed. But, you know, we have the Five of Pentacles. Lots of feeling of lack. So let's go ahead and clarify. Looking at the cards, I would say, Taurus, that I feel like you have been in a position where you have, whether this is a romantic connection, a family, friend, work connection, it doesn't matter. You have been overgiving. You have been overgiving. And to the point where now you're feeling like a victim, right? And you may be trying to change that, right? And it's causing drama. And now, you know, it's as if somebody is trying to, pull pull the power card of some sort. So let's see what we have with the Queen of Cups. Wow. Six of Cups on the bottom. I really feel like this is either family or it could be a romantic connection. Yeah. You know, the Queen of Pentacles, really grounded energy, trying to get a different perspective of this family situation or perhaps a romantic connection. Even with a romantic connection, I think it's because it's based on family, either a family that you have with that person or external family conditions. You know, you're trying to walk away. There's been some, difficult ending. You're trying to find joy and happiness. For some of you, it could be around a belief system because we have this, truth transcends illusion. You may have felt like, if this was like a marriage or a long-term committed job or a career, and it's come to an end, right? It was something that you thought from maybe childhood, that you thought you had this bright future. You were sitting here in your Queen of Cups thinking, oh my gosh, yeah, this is what I really love. This is what I really want for all time. And now it's either coming to an end or you're thinking about ending it or it has ended. You're just kind of like, oh my gosh, like that is what I thought love was. I thought that was what marriage was all about. I thought that that's what family was all about, right? And the truth is kind of like coming in. It's like shattering that smoke and mirror type of illusion that you had about marriage or love or romantic relationship. Something around a belief system that you thought it would bring all of this joy, and now all of a sudden it's either the relationship has ended, or your joy, or what you thought was joyful is now all of a sudden not joyful, right? Because it was based on illusion. It could be that maybe your parents, you grew up in a family where your parents never argued. I don't know, that like they were just, just a lovely, lovely people, and your family was lovely, lovely. I mean, everything was roses or something, right? And then you have gotten into a romantic connection, or you have gotten married, and all of a sudden it's kind of like, okay, my parents made marriage look so easy, and it is not easy. Well, what your parents didn't show you was that, when they had disagreements, they went into a room and they closed the door, and they didn't scream and yell at each other maybe, but they had maybe heated discussions, or maybe they went for a drive in the car so that the kids didn't hear the discussions. It's kind of like, it could be even that you may be talking to one of your family members about your disillusionment, or, your concerns about your relationship or something. And they're like, yeah, well, they weren't always happy, or something. Like, all of a sudden, I feel as if the rose-colored glasses are being ripped off of your face. And that can be really scary, right? Because you're kind of like, whoa, wait a minute. Why didn't anybody tell me this? But on the bottom, it's about listening to your higher self. This is, it's kind of like a tower moment. But it's for your better good. It's like opening your eyes up to reality, to what relationships really are all about. It's not about like, the romantic comedy movies. It's not about, like the movies on the Hallmark Channel. It's not like what it is on TV. It's reality. There are bills to pay. There's the trash to be taken out. It's kind of like, whoa, wait a minute. It could be that. It could be even that you're out on your own for the very first time. You thought it was going to be great. You were going to have this lovely apartment, like on Friends. People were all going to get along together, right? And then it's like, what? I have to take the garbage out? I actually have to clean this apartment? I have to pay the bills? You mean the groceries aren't automatically in the refrigerator? I have to go to the store. I have to purchase them. I have to pick them out. I have to pay for them. Like, oh my goodness. It's really, yeah. And I think this has something to do with a romantic connection. I really do. Expressing your confusion, expressing your love, expressing your confusion about love. Oh, interesting. Yeah, because I feel like your obstacle right now is like drama. This is drama. It's like, oh my gosh, like, where did this come from? It's kind of drama. But this is what is underlying, is that you have the strength, and you have the patience, you have the determination, you have the resilience to get through this. And to understand that sometimes life is just kind of boring. It is about taking out the garbage. It is about having to clean the bathroom. It's like washing the dishes, taking the dog for a walk. Where is Maggie? She's back there somewhere. There she is. That life isn't all rosy. So look, oh my goodness. Oh, Ace of Swords. You're getting the clarity. You're going to, oh my gosh, the Empress. We had the Emperor earlier working on this. Yeah, you're going to make progress. Taurus, it's kind of like it's a mini tower. I think it's like a mini tower. In some respects, I feel as if you are, this is interesting, suddenly maturing from the knight to the king. You know, it's kind of like the knight. When you were the knight, you had the rose-colored glasses on. You could see, but you saw things in a distorted way. And now the glasses are ripped off and you see clearly now. Like, you know what it's really all about, right? Somebody's coming in and expressing their love. And expressing, you know, I think it's interesting because the Nine of Pentacles is the, you know, what we call the single lady card. You know, single, happy to be single, working on career, finances, making a nice home, enjoying life. And then you have this. It's like, You know, I feel it like it is like these are two different energies, and we have two different energies here. Like, I would say that the knight is the one that wants to be single, right? Young, single. And then the king is the one that's more ready to settle down. So, I almost feel as if, I think it's really interesting, as if Spirit is letting you know that perhaps somebody that you're in a romantic connection with, you or they, one of you, was ready to settle down, express love, settle down. And the other person was like, well, but I'm still enjoying being single. And it doesn't matter who's who. It's as if this drama came in because I feel like maybe you thought, hey, we're getting married. We're going down this road, right? And then all of a sudden, it was kind of like drama. Not so sure I'm ready yet. And you may be feeling like, well, why did you lead me down this path? You know, I wouldn't have given so much love to you if I had not known that you weren't ready to commit. I feel as if there may be a little bit of that, and it's this energy of, I feel as if you're kind of questioning, you know, yeah, there's a lot of energy of, you know, I gave so much time and energy to this. So let's see what the Page of Swords is. This is kind of specific, but I think it could, yeah. The Chariot. I think you're moving on. I think what you do is you're seeing this. You're seeing this for what it is. Like, this person may have kind of strung you along for a while or something like that. And now you're getting the clarity, the Page of Swords. You're getting the information that, you know, this is sad. It's sad that this has happened. And yet the thing I love about this is that you're going back to your Queen of Cups energy. You're not allowing this. I think when you get the clarity that, oh, this isn't what I thought it was, it's as if you can move forward very quickly. Because you realize that, hey, I saw this in a way that it really isn't. And I'm glad to see that, Taurus, because it's this energy of, I'm not giving up on love. You know, I'm going to go out there. I'm going to offer my love. I'm going to get, you know, I'm going to work with other people. I'm going to start socializing. It's kind of like you don't get down. Like, this victim mentality, I think, is almost, you know, you listen to your higher self. It's kind of like, hey, guess what? You dodged a bullet. It's almost as if somebody tells you that, you know, you dodged a bullet. That's not That person, if they didn't break your heart now, they were going to break your heart on down the line. And if you were married to this person or about to marry this person, and then, you know, the truth transcends the illusion, it's kind of like that energy of, you know what, it's a good thing it didn't go any farther. It went as far as it was going to go. And it's kind of like, I think you understand that it doesn't have anything to do with you, Taurus. It has to do with this person and their inability to commit, or their inability to, you know, it's almost as if, you know, it could be switched. Now that I'm thinking about it, that's what, yeah, it could be switched. Because, yeah, it could be switched. Like this person, wow, this is kind of interesting that it came, yeah. So it could be switched. If you want to switch the roles, right? The person in power could have been like, nope, I am staying single, spending my money on me. Look at me, you know. And then you're kind of like, no, I'm going to go after what it is that I want. I know I'm determined to have love, to have somebody that can express their love, to have this connection with somebody that is soulful from the heart and not all up in the head. It's as if this person looked good on paper, and then you're suddenly realizing, you know what, the lesson here is somebody can look great on paper, but they're not good in reality, right? So let's see what we have here. Starseed. So number 8. Infinity. You know, I feel like you do. You have a counterpart out there. And it's kind of like, I think that's why you don't stay in this victim mentality very long. It could be that this other person, that's interesting. They're giving me the message that this other person may feel victimized. You know, as if, well, how dare you? How dare you break up with me? Type of energy. And you're kind of like, yeah, I'm following my heart. I'm listening to my intuition. You've been stringing me along. Very interesting energy here. Okay, let's see what we have here. How can I surrender even more at this moment? It is essential to have clear, strong intentions of what we desire, but it's equally important for us to detach from the outcome. It's time to surrender. Let the universe have some breathing room to work. Let go of the wheel and trust so deeply that your trust turns into gratitude for what you cannot see yet, but you know is coming. Know this, you are not alone. Your life has purpose, and the more you surrender, the more God can produce miracles in your life. I surrender. I accept all that I cannot change. I release the outcome and joyfully trust the process. And I honestly think that this is like validation of what you are going through. Know your worth. Like, you know, I think that that's what gets you through this in such a short amount of time. And I'm not saying this is all going to happen in 1 week, right? But it's kind of like the Queen of Cups knows her worth. It's as if you go through this whole thing and you still know your worth. It's as if it's almost put to the test. Do you know your worth? Do you know your worth, Taurus? Yes, you do. You come out of this. And it's, you know, that your life has purpose. And the more you surrender, the more God can produce miracles in your life. You know, it's about, you may have had this, you know, I think it's interesting because I said you may have had this outcome, you know, the specific outcome that you thought marriage, commitment was, you know, whatever that is. And that has been brought to an end. It's as if you go into the next round, right? Not maybe with this person, but you come out of the situation and you're like, you know what I'm going to give up is this specific outcome. Because what I know now is that all I want is someone that sees my worth. And I'm going to stay in my power of my worth. Because I think somebody here didn't see your worth, right? I think you were kind of like the Knight of Swords and they thought they were the King of Swords, or vice versa, right? Oh, yeah. Maybe they were the knight and you're a king and they didn't see that you were a king. They thought you were a page, you know? Oh my gosh. And then over here we had the page. Yeah, maybe they're the knight and they kept telling you you were the page and you were like, I'm not a page, I'm a king. You know your worth. That's the whole thing, is that you know your worth. You're willing to stand up for your worth. You're willing to wait until you find somebody that sees the truth in who you are. That you're not the illusion that this person may have claimed that you were. You're not a page. You're a king. Really interesting reading. Well, Taurus, I'm going to leave it there. I do wish you so much love and light in this situation and all your situations. And if you enjoyed the message or resonated, I'd really appreciate it if you would consider like or subscribing. And I hope to see you again really soon. Bye for now.